Today, Bobby B stuttered while reciting the Gettysburg Address. And you know what I did? Laughed out loud. Seriously, there was no LOL JK in the situation. I got up out of my desk, stood on my chair, and laughed at him till I saw that first tear run down his face. And the whole class chimed in with me, except this one person that sits in the back of the class. They had this look on their face like, grow up or something. Stop being so immature. Immature? Me? Immature? At least I appreciate the humor that the stutter buys his clothes from Gymboree. Can no one take a joke anymore? Oh my bejesus! Whatever. It's a hair flip. I suppose that the person that sits in the back is just a small, tiny speck of dust, while I am the universe.
Today, Bobby Bernard recited the Gettysburg Address for our history class. Well, as everyone knows, Bobby has a lisp, and he completely butchered the address. And of course, the whole class guffawed at poor Bobby with Perky McPerkpants as the ringleader. Honestly, it's like the whole class is under the age of 7. I just watched the class act like apes as Bobby wept and Perky laughed until Perky was crying as much as Bobby. This person has absolutely no respect for anyone but themselves. And I know this person wouldn't have laughed if the whole class didn't think this person was so cool. They only do the things popular people expect them to do. What a dunce.
Today, I'm thinking about going to a party hosted by Don Juan. There'll be lots of alcohol and drugs will be there. My parents always told me to say no to drugs and alcohol. But when the rest of the cool cats are doing it, how can you resist?
Today, I got asked to go to Donald Wannerson's house party. I so rarely get asked to go to parties, I almost said yes. Then I realized that Donald, or Don Juan, as some say, is a complete stoner. In fact, as he walked away, the stench of reefer wafted behind him. And his breath, God. Sometimes I wonder if that water bottle of his is really filled with, quote, apple juice, unquote. Still, I like to have fun as much as the next person. But does having fun mean I have to get completely wasted in the process?
Today, I have a huge math exam and I didn't study because I was too busy adding new applications for my page. Why study some stupid algebraic equation when you can see who's in a new relationship? So, I decided this morning that I was going to casually glance at Roberto Stevens' paper, this really smart white girl in my class. Whoever said studying was the new green are totally mistaken. I mean, come on, right? Right?
Today, I had a math test, and I would have bombed it if I had not, well, cheated. Yeah, I know, I just didn't have the time to study last night. I was too busy working on important things on my Facebook. I needed to let people know how dark and brooding I was by adding poetry for my page. Math just had to wait. So I looked around the class today, sweating bullets, about to bomb this math test, when I see Roberto Stevens, totally not Hispanic by the way, whizzing across her test like it was nothing. So I surreptitiously peeked at her paper. I never do stuff like that, so it's okay if I do it just once, right? Right?
Today, I got another speeding ticket. Seriously? When did cops start getting their control panties in a wad? Must have just happened. I was only going 100 miles per hour in a school zone. There were only like 4 kids around, and I was being super careful.
Today, I got a speeding ticket. I can't believe it. The cop that stopped me must have been sitting on a gardening hoe. I just picked up my sister and her 3 friends from soccer practice. I was so late, and I was going about 99 down the school zone, and then the copper caught me.
I've gotten so many tickets I knew I had to show my parents.
They flipped.
I never thought they'd stop yelling.
They kept saying they couldn't understand how I can act so differently.
And honestly,
I think they're
right.
Sometimes I feel like I'm two different people.